to you.
I'm Carol.
And I'm Michael.
And this is...
What the Scale? Hey, we did it. I've been saying to Carol that our title has always been What the Scale with a question mark.
Right.
But it seems like we've been saying What the Scale like an exclamation point. So we added the question mark tinge to it. And we've got our famous aprons back on. She's my sweet potato.
I am.
So much for that.
All right, so today we're going to make two healthy snacks. Again, you know, when you're trying to watch what you eat, you want to have crackers.
Well, you want to have snacks.
Well, yeah, that too. But
crackers
today we're going to make
snack.
a seeded cracker out of nuts. So it's going to be really healthy for you.
She doesn't mean out of meat. She means out of real nuts.
So first, what we need is 1.5 cups of sunflower seeds. Okay. We're going to put them in the bowl. They're right here.
Yep. And the neat thing about everything we're doing today, it's all organic.
Right.
And so we've told you we've been focusing on...
I'm going to adjust the camera while you talk a little.
Not only being healthy, but going the organic route. We've told you about our garden. Carol's going to be showing you some pictures later on with regards to the progress of our indoor garden that'll be going outside. So.
Okay, we put in 1.5 cups of sunflower seeds. Now we need 1/2 cup of pumpkin seeds.
So they've already been shelled. We bought them shelled, but again, they are organic.
1/3 cup of flask seeds.
These are real shiny looking.
Yeah,
but again,
they're really shiny looking.
Again, organic.
Okay, now the weird thing, and I never heard of this before, but see, these are organic flax seeds. We're gonna put whole psyllium husk in there. And I got this at Amazon. We only need 2 tablespoons. So it's what holds all the seeds together. So we're just gonna put in the 2 tablespoons. And we gotta stir it up. Let me get a spoon.
It's called soluble fiber. That's a hard word for me to say.
It's actually good for you. If you look it up, you can read all about psyllium and what it does for your body.
It's an excellent source of fiber, a non-GMO
product.
Yeah, no, it does say project.
Oh, okay.
Non-GMO project. It's vegetarian and vegan.
Now we need our water, which you already...
Yep, I've got the water.
Okay.
So 2 1/4 cups of
water that's going to go in here. And then we need our salt and rosemary. So it's 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I used our fine sea salt. And then a teaspoon of dried rosemary. So we're going to stir it. Again, I don't know what I did with the spoon I had. But anyway, we're going to stir it. And then we have to set it aside for 20 minutes and let it... The psyllium is going to get...
It'll thicken it.
Yes, as the water gets into it. So we're going to set that aside for 20 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes. That's how I set the timer. Is that how you do it in your house? Okay, so we're going to set that aside. And while that's doing that, we're going to make our next snack, which is date brownie bites.
I love dates. Carol's not a
so
fan
much.
of dates.
No, I'm not so much. So we'll see how I like this. I need the yellow bowl. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add 1/3 cup. Oh, let me see. I got a 1/3 cup of walnuts we're going to put in our food processor. Can y'all see that? I'm not sure you can see that.
We're going to bring it into the camera. Hopefully you can see that now. There you go.
So,
and this is our Ninja food processor.
We're going to put in 1/3, and we want to get this not real fine, but the consistency of coarse sand is what it said. This is what we're going to roll the balls in when we're finished. So, well, it might help if we turn it on. There you go. That looks about right, don't you think?
And would you say
coarse sand?
Sand, yeah, that looks like
we're gonna roll the nuts. Roll the balls in this. I'm not good at taking this off. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I think.
I would do a little
It's
bit
gonna get too fine. Too fine.
too
No.
fine. Okay.
We're gonna disagree. I'm gonna pour it in here. We're gonna set that
That's
aside
the
and use it
43
later.
years of marriage. The first time we disagreed. This
Do you
hour.
believe that? Okay.
Well, I clarified it.
Okay. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to
Notice
put,
the we, and it's all her doing it. Well, I'm helping some. Did you lose your train of thought? What are you looking for?
what did I pull? What did I? Hope I did the right thing of nuts. Okay. How much is that?
That's a third cup.
Okay, so we're putting this in the food processor.
Okay.
And you're gonna put this on it, and you want to get it to fine sand.
Fine sand.
Fine sand.
Fine.
Okay, so let's just turn it on high. I can talk about all kinds of things and you can't hear me.
And as I was saying, that thing was just.
Is that enough?
Blocking out
Yeah,
my
that
sun.
looks enough.
Is
okay.
that fine? Let's
Okay.
check. Ooh, that's not fine. If you look at that, they're not going to disagree with
Well, it's about as close as it's gonna get.
you. No,
With
it's
the,
not. We'll do it.
well, we gotta add the dates and everything. So,
Oh.
well, you can just leave the lid on it, and let's put the
Oh.
dates. So we're
didn't
gonna
know
add
that.
10 Medjool dates. You can get these fresh at the grocery store. They've already been pitted. That was 2, 3, 4, 5.
You sure it wasn't 6?
Yep, 6, 7, 8,
Sure it wasn't 6?
9, 10.
You sure it wasn't 6?
I'll turn it on again.
Which one did you use?
High.
You can dance to this if you like the music. Is that enough or how long?
Okay, now we gotta add all the rest. So take this off again.
Okay.
Take this thing off.
The
Just
whole
that.
thing. Oh, nothing spilled.
Okay, then we're gonna add 1/4 cup of pumpkin. Through down the hatch. Why don't you finish scraping that in there? And I wanted to show you this. You know, 1/4 cup is not even a whole can of pumpkin. So I have these things I got on Amazon. They're called super cubes. And I put the rest of the can of pumpkin in here. And it comes with a lid. And I can put it on. And you can freeze it in the freezer. And then you can just pop it out like a big ice cube. And put it in a bag. That way you don't waste your extra pumpkin.
I'm going to recommend when you do this yourselves, again, we're doing it for the first time, I would take this part off because it's getting caught in the chute there some.
Okay, and then, well, let's just take it off then. And then you're gonna put in 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. We got organic cocoa powder. We got it on Amazon, but you can use whatever. Then you need a pinch of salt, just a little salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Here's 1/2 teaspoon.
Bourbon vanilla it says shake well before using.
You stop it.
Is that well enough?
Put
Did
that
I
in.
shake well enough?
Yes, you did that
Okay.
really well. Where's the salt?
The
I'll
salt-
find it. You put in 1/2 teaspoon.
1/2 teaspoon.
It's the cup measure is right there.
1/2 teaspoon
Yeah, I'm just
of
gonna do
bourbon
it this way.
vanilla. 1/2 teaspoon.
Phone's going off. His phone's going off, y'all. Every time, every show that we've done, his phone has gone off. Okay, I'm gonna fix your phone, please.
Oh, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do this again. It says to do it until smooth. So, oh wow, it's getting
it
smooth.
smooth?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Let me do it just a couple more times. And these, after you roll them in the nuts, you can either eat them right away, you can put them in the fridge, or you can put them in the freezer.
And should we tell them about today?
Oh yeah, you can tell them.
So, as you know, we are doing alternate day fasting, and we really didn't think much about this in advance as we planned our week, but because part of it, we do the alphabet game for going out to eat at least once a week. So this week was and we went to a restaurant, real nice upscale restaurant in Cincinnati called the Ivory House. We had lamb lollipops. I had duck leg. Carol had Chilean sea bass. Great desserts. Highly recommend this place. But today is our down day, so
that means we don't eat today.
we don't eat today.
So
we can't taste the food.
So
we'll figure out a way. What we'll probably do is tomorrow, we'll definitely taste it tomorrow. Maybe Carol will find a way to add it to the end of this.
Or no, we have to post this today. We'll add it to the comments.
We'll add it to the comments. That's
How
what we'll
about that? We'll add it. It smells really good. Smell it.
Oh, that smells almost as if somebody put a little bit extra.
It smells
bourbon
like
vanilla.
a brownie. Oh well, you may have done that.
I may have.
It smells like a brownie, doesn't it?
It really
Okay.
It does actually. It really
Here, you
does.
can
Now that I think about
put
it,
that in the sink.
I
All
so
right.
badly want to.
Lick the bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says to form into 8 balls. Look, I'm wearing gloves today. I feel so professional.
You doing what?
I'm wearing these gloves because I didn't want to get my hands all nasty.
Your hands are never nasty.
Well, whatever. You want to get a little plate out and we'll roll them and put them on a...
You want a paper plate or regular plate?
That's fine, I don't care. We're just gonna, it said to make them into golf ball sizes, but I don't think that'll make 8 if I do them that big. So,
Yeah, these are more, I would say, ping pong ball shape, a little bit smaller than a
Well,
golf ball.
I'm doing different sizes.
Where they really do smell like brownies.
They do, they really do. It's making me hungry, y'all.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
what is the official name of these again?
these are called brownie nut balls.
Brownie. Well, that's duh. That's why they smell like brownies if the name brownies in there.
Okay, so we're just gonna roll them in the...
So these aren't baked. We just eat them
No,
like they
they're
are.
already...
Oh, I wish it
I
was
mean, there's
an
nothing
update.
in there that needs to cook. It was all... See, this is what they look like. Can you see that?
Do they suggest you can use any kind of flavor nuts you want? I guess that's
You could. I mean,
I'd love to try this in pistachios. I love pistachios.
he does love pistachios. If you ever want to learn about nuts, look them up on the internet and see all the health benefits. So this is our nutty snacks today because we're doing this and we're doing our
Talking
nutty
about nuts,
crackers.
Carol just was in the pantry today and was making the comments that we have too many nuts, cashews, macadamia, chocolate covered pistachios. But I want to tell you something, I don't think I've ever mentioned this. Do you know that a cashew is not a nut? Can I tell them? I mean, just
you can
information
tell
while
whatever
you're
you want.
rolling. So the cashew is a fruit, cashew fruit. And the
Those
stem.
balls rolling, rawhide.
You get mad when I interrupt you.
I'm not interrupting.
Oh, okay. So a cashew fruit looks sort of like an apple. And then if you think of the stem of an apple, the stem of a cashew fruit is what we call a cashew nut. I'm not making this up. This is real. Look up, where does a cashew come from? And you'll see the cashew fruit.
Bless you.
Cashew.
You
Oh,
said
come on.
cashew. Bless you.
I'm rubbing off on her.
It's only been 40-something years.
What, of rubbing off on you? But you've
or
never been as
vice versa.
You've never been as funny as me. We'll let the crowd determine that. And my infamous
Right.
infamous daughter-in-law, don't you dare say she's funnier
Look,
than me.
don't
You
those
know
look
who you
good?
are.
Don't you want one? They
Yeah,
smell.
I do. I really do.
They smell so good.
Can we cheat?
I don't want to
Oh,
cheat
I
because
do.
I'm weighing tomorrow. No, you're not cheating.
Okay, I'm not going to
All
cheat.
right, we still have a bit to wait for the crackers.
And I will say, you can already tell it's
Yeah,
thickening.
you want to see? It's thickening up.
So we'll be back to you in a little bit as we get that a little thicker, and we'll show you the next process of doing the crackers.
All right, we'll be back soon.
See you in a bit.
Okay, so look at my hair sticking up.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Look at my hair sticking up.
We took it out of the bowl, and I'm spreading it right now in the pan. You can see it there. I just want to make sure it said, the recipe says to spread it to about 1/6 of an inch. And if you need to, use 2 pans, but I didn't want to use 2 pans, so we'll...
And everything was put in, again, the seeds are the size which they came, so
Right,
nothing
they weren't
was
ground or anything.
nothing was ground or anything like that.
Okay, so now we have to put it in. It's supposed to bake for 20 minutes at 300. The oven's already preheating. But
You got a little bit of a gap there.
if you want to make it look like crackers, you take it out at 10 minutes and go ahead and cut it before it gets too brittle. Or you can just break it.
So we're going to use a
Pizza cutter.
pizza cutter to make it like crackers.
So it's all ready. We're going to put it in the oven, and then we're going to be back again in about 10 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
it'll
to cut
feel
it.
like, well, for them
Well,
it won't
yeah,
be 10.
but
We're not going to make you just sit there and do nothing for 10 minutes.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Hey guys, we're back.
Well, I got to tell them.
Oh yeah.
We made a joke about the 10 minutes and you don't recognize the time, but
I read the recipe wrong.
when we took it out, it was so really wet, watery, moist. It wasn't 10 minutes, it was another 0, it was an hour.
It takes an hour to cook this.
Yes.
Oh, the fridge is open. Can you shut
Oh,
that?
yes.
So I've taken it out. Here it is, and it's been 30 minutes, and we're gonna cut it with the pizza cutter, and then we're gonna put it back in there.
So it's a full hour cutting time. I'm sorry, full hour cooking time.
Right.
But after a half hour is when you would cut it the way she's cutting it now.
Right. Sorry,
Well-
I read the recipe wrong.
Maybe not the way she's cutting it right now.
What do you mean?
Look
It's
how
cutting?
crooked that line is.
Oh my goodness. It's fine. It's fine. You can make them any size you want. Or like we said, you can just, when it's done, just break it apart and not even cut them. It's up to you.
It's cutting a little, you can see there's still some
Well, there's
wetness.
still, yeah. Well, it's not done. That's
Right,
why.
it's not done, so
I don't know if you can see
maybe,
how I've cut
maybe
it.
45 minutes to wait.
So I've cut it, and now I'm going to put it back in for 30 minutes, and we'll be back.
We'll be back again. I'll be back. She doesn't like me doing that.
Hi, we're back. And here are the crackers. You can see them. I already cut them and took them out.
Again, we're not tasting them because this is our fast day.
Right, we'll put a comment tomorrow, but it's nice and crispy.
They smell delicious.
They really do.
We were sitting there watching a TV program, and you sit there and could smell it. It smells
Yeah.
really good. Fills the house.
So if you look now, after the crackers, we wanted to talk to you real quick about our plants. Yep. There's a picture up there. You can see how big they've gotten.
Especially these tomato plants.
Yeah, we have, I think, added some more. We have a bunch of different onions in there.
Yeah.
Jalapenos, bell pepper, a big long red pepper. And they just put the soil out in our raised garden bed.
Yep.
So we're
ready to roll out there as soon as the weather breaks a little bit warmer.
right.
So
we have
we're
a
excited.
cabbage in our plant
Oh, yeah,
container
cabbage.
that has to go out there pretty soon.
Yep.
But we said last week that we were going to do a free giveaway for the book Fast Feast Repeat. So it was based on you had to leave a comment. So I'm going to spin it now and we're going to see who the winner is. And the winner,
Ooh, close.
oh, we're going to have to spin again. That one is
What?
right on the line.
Oh,
So we're going to
okay.
have to do it again.
No. Didn't you win last time?
No.
Oh,
And the winner, if you can see that,
Tanya.
is Tanya. You win a book. So since I know where you live, I'll get it to you. We won't have to send it through Amazon. All right. Well, that's it, right?
I'm thinking I was trying to remember some. Oh, membership numbers.
Membership.
our subscribers.
Oh, we're at 146.
So just 4 more to
Four
go.
more
We hit
to
the
get
150.
to 150. So please subscribe to our channel.
Get subscribed.
And even if you want to share it, that would probably help us too.
And while we didn't share any kind of medical type advice, always remember, we're not doctors.
Right.
So anything you do with regards to this, there's really nothing here that you would need a doctor's advice on. But just always remember that we're not medical doctors. We're just here to provide advice and consultation.
Yep, and what's going on in our life. And though we did do the Zoe test last week, talk about it, he hasn't done it yet.
I got it in the mail. I just
yeah.
need it tomorrow morning. I'll do my
breakfast cookies,
including the blue one.
We'll tell you about that one. So, all right, y'all have a great day.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Carol.
And this is What the Scale?